Hi, Milers. This is Beverly of Miles and Coffee. Thank you for joining me today for another coffee chat. I hope you'll join me on Mental Health Monday.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great.
Okay, thank you for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the like button. It really does help the channel. And if you really want to help the channel, leave a comment below. I have enjoyed responding and reading every one of them. And right now, because of where the size of the channel is, I'm able to do that. And I really enjoy reading your comments and replying to them. I'm noticing that we are building a really nice community of like-minded individuals who don't mind sharing and caring. To me, that is what it's all about, right? The last Mental Health Monday about the power of intention really struck a chord. I noticed that the comments were coming in pretty early and people were responding to one another and responding or commenting multiple times. And as I'd like to say, Ignacio Rodriguez, I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly, said it best. He said that, Bev, what you're doing is sharing your experiences, whether it be grocery shopping at the Abarrotes or whether it be learning my new adopted language, which is becoming Spanish. I'm learning a little bit, poco a poco, a little bit at a time, little by little, or whether it be sharing my experience of how I traveled abroad and how I am learning a new culture. He said, I'm doing this for the sake of comparison. And you know, Ignacio, you are right. This is about comparing and sharing because we can be helpers one to another. So this topic today is about less is more. I want to stay on this whole thing about intention because some of you, again, of a certain age are thinking about what comes next in your life. And it's always good to start writing it down and planning it out. And then go a step further. If you're thinking about moving abroad, I would encourage you to take a trip to 2 or 3 places that you're interested in. Try them on for size for a week or 2 or a month at a time. However long you can stay, because the longer you stay in a place, the better you get a sense of the people and the culture and what's best for you. Okay? So less is more. Why am I saying that? Because when we're talking about getting rid of stuff and embracing minimalism and living simply, we learn that we want to be ready to move when the time presents itself. For me, the shift happened the moment I realized, oh my, in my apartment, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, it's me and a cat. And when I come in from work, I'm so tired at that time, I would go fix a meal, go hang out in my bedroom, put something on television or read or listen to music. I rarely sat in my own living area. Big, huge 50-inch TV, LED screen, whatever you call it. It was a smart TV. Beautiful, nice. It was very comfortable, you guys. Nice furniture. I even had the extra bedroom. The cat used it more than I did. That was like my office area with bookshelves, and that was the hardest thing to get rid of was books and shoes. But one day it dawned on me, I'm paying for stuff that I don't use that is wasteful. I felt guilty. If I had children, it'd be different. And then it dawned on me, I don't need stuff. I need beautiful surroundings. Where I lived at that time, there wasn't even a place to walk. I did join a local gym. I think it was 24-hour fitness or anytime fitness. But in the summertime, I would just get up early, put my gym shoes on, get in the car and drive, I want to say maybe 10, maybe 9 to 10 miles down, and go to the mall early before the stores open just to walk, right? Just to change my surroundings and get out. And that habit was great for me because it taught me to, okay, while I'm out walking, when I'm done walking, let's pick up some things at the grocery store or pay a bill on my way back home. So that became like a habit and routine. But then I realized I'm paying for things that I don't use. You have to figure out your wants versus your needs, because there is a difference. And even to this day, if I want something, I'll say, okay, that's a want, not a need. Things that I need, I get. But if it's a want, I'll write it down, put it on the back burner, and then either wait for the opportunity or really think about it more, give myself room to discover whether I can maybe find an alternative, or do I really want it that bad to where that want becomes a need after it's sitting on my want list for a while. So on your notebooks, right, putting down a list, wants, or a page of wants versus needs, and start checking off the needs and do it that way. And then you'll discover that your wants are just that, things that you can live without. Living without things helped me extra things. I'm talking what I used to call luxury things that are not necessary for life. It's amazing how much stress goes with that. That's all I'm going to say on that. These are my experiences, you guys. Remember, for comparative purposes only. If it strikes a chord and you can relate, great. If you disagree, I welcome your comments so that I can learn from you as well. So this could be a two-way conversation. Less is more. Where I am now in my life, literally because of the lack of stress and because of the fact that when I go walking, people speak, and because of the fact that the pace is slower, I literally feel like I have traveled back in time. Let me explain that. I remember when I was a kid in the 70s, life felt simpler. It felt like you could be yourself and people kind of talked and visited more. The pace was a little bit slower than it is now. And I think people cared. Whatever time era you grew up in, allow yourself to travel back in time. I feel like living here has taken me back into a simpler time, and I welcome that because I find myself saying, oh, I haven't felt like this since I was a kid. I really do enjoy the pace where it's a little bit slower. People enjoy and linger longer over coffee and over chat. I am so thankful too that just like in the old days when people came to visit, they came to visit and talk, not stay on their phone, where everyone's at the table but no one's talking because everybody's looking at a small screen. You know what I'm talking about. Here, I don't see that. I do see people looking at their screens. It's usually when they're sitting by themselves with a cup of coffee. I have never seen people talking to each other in a group or in pairs out in public at the local cafes and restaurants where they're looking at a screen. Wait a minute, yesterday I did. I went into town and ordered some takeout to go, right? And while I was sitting waiting on the takeout, I had a cup of coffee, and I did see a lady look at her screen, but she was looking up information to show her friend. I think they were looking for directions or something, and she found it and showed the girl, and after that put the phone away. But it wasn't both of them scrolling through their phones. She was looking for something specific, shared it, and then they went back to talking. Really. I remember being in the States, going out with friends, and one day it dawned on me, if this is what you guys are going to do, invite us out so that we can catch up and hang out, but everyone's on their phone, I can do better by myself. I am present when I go out for a meal or a coffee. I'm not on my phone. So if this is what we're going to do, I won't come and hang out with you guys anymore. I am my own best company. I can go and eat a good meal and be present with that meal. not on a phone. This is not what I call a visit. So less is more. What does that look like for you? We're just sharing, and this is Mental Health Monday, where we do things that are good for our well-being, whatever that may be. And I just thought that the last one on Power of Intention struck a chord, so I want to stay on that train of thought for a few minutes. Less is more. I think I did a Miles and Coffee short on that one day, where there was like a little quote and a little image, and I share that to be uplifting when I don't have anything lengthy to talk about, but I still want to give the intention of something positive to put out into our atmosphere, something to light and positive to focus on, to raise our consciousness and to give us a positive mental outlook. I want to thank each and every one of you for being subscribers. I want to thank all of you who are new. Thank you again to those that like to donate to the coffee fund. And that money goes to my favorite charity. But this is wonderful for you to join me today. And I look forward to reading your comments. Until next time, my friends, take it one day at a time. And remember to keep it simple. Bye for now. Okay, one more tip. This will be the bonus on less is more. I forgot to mention that as we embrace minimalism and getting rid of things that are not necessary to make us happy, we get to focus on the quality of the things we do keep. And that is a good bonus tip, right? As I prepared to get rid of stuff and give away things that other people could use because they needed it and lacked it, it really made me focus on the quality of the clothes that I kept, the quality of the books. Can I find this on Audible or a Kindle? And the quality of my appliances. I didn't have room for lots and lots and lots of stuff in that RV, but the quality of the things that I did have were top notch. I remember when people wanted to give me things, you could use this. I don't have room for it. And if I saw another pair of shoes, I don't have room for it. So if I buy that pair of shoes, what other pair of shoes am I prepared to give up? Quality is better than quantity. That's what I mean when I say less is more. Think about that as you make your list. Okay, bye for now.